What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl AJ. Welcome back to Life and Times with AJG. So if you're watching this video, thank you so much for coming back and kicking it with your girl. I really do appreciate it, y'all. And I'm really trying to put this content out for you guys. However, I just don't want to put out trash ass content. I don't have that in my spirit, y'all. So I am trying, don't hold me to it. I'm trying to give you guys at least 2 videos a week. So a lot of that is done with pre-recording. So I am filming this on Friday for Fleeky Fridays, okay? But I don't know if you're gonna see this maybe tomorrow, or if you are not gonna see this until next Friday. We just have to see. But I have some other videos that I'm about to record right now. So whatever I do to this face right now for this drugstore tutorial that you guys have been asking me to do, it has to look decent because I have to film. So we are getting into this drugstore tutorial, you guys, and I am really self-conscious about doing my makeup in front of this camera. I am so used to having a mirror sitting in front of me and 2 hands free, which is why I could not do my brows in this video. So my brows are already done, okay? But I did bring my brow stuff just so you guys can see that I'm keeping it all to the drugstore tag, okay? So what I used to do my brows this time, and literally I just ran out of my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil like yesterday. So I had to open up one of my backups, and one of my backups happens to be the Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. Is it gonna focus? No, but because I got something else in my hand. So this is in the color Blackest Brown, and it was looking terribly dark, but that was before I went back through with my spoolie. So I haven't used any of these foundations. But I'm thinking I want to use the Milani today. So that's what we're gonna use. We're gonna use the Milani. No, let me use this too before we get started. This is the Loreal Magic Perfecting Base, which is a primer. So this is more of a pore filling primer. I really don't have too many pores to speak of. I do have some around my nose area. So there that is. And now let's get to the foundation, okay? Okay, so I've also washed my hands. Always wash your hands before you do anything to your face. So I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I'm kind of full or nothing. So I just put 2 pumps of that. And to try to keep this all drugstore, guys, like, shoot, clap it up for me, because I really, I had to really go through my stuff to make sure that I stuck to it. So I'm using my Real Technique sponge that I actually got at Ulta, I guess, but you can get them anywhere. And instead of my Ofra misting spray that I typically use, I'm using just my Evian mist. So, and I think it's great. That's why I have these travel size containers. I bought them in a pack of 3 from Ulta, and it's great to have, if you're traveling especially, so you can use them for, your makeup purposes, to mist your face and to mist your products. I always mist, my blenders and my brushes, like my foundation brushes, like kabuki brushes especially, I miss them. So let's see how this does, guys. Okay, so that is the foundation. Now let's get to concealer. Okay, so for concealer, I am using the LA Girl Pro-Conceal. You know, these are cult classics. So typically I'm in the shade Fawn, and Fawn, I think it might be a little close to my actual color, not provide any highlight. So, because I don't remember, this is a new one and it's been a while since I've used these. So I also brought along just their new yellow corrector, just to brighten. So yes, I was correct. This Fawn is very close to my typical color. It's just a smidget lighter. That Fawn is just not bright enough anymore. It used to be a semi-highlight shade, not anymore. Okay. All right, let's start over here. I think I started over here. Oh, also guys, when you're, you know, if you highlight under your eyes, the further you take it out, the wider your face is going to look. So people tend to take it all the way, you know, out here to their hairline if, you know, they have smaller faces. But I don't have that problem. I got a big head. So I just keep my highlight, like, I try to keep it in line with my brow, like where my brow ends. Either. You know, you're highlighting the things that you want to bring forward. So I like my eyes, so I bring those forward. And that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a hot second. And I'm going to take my beauty blender as well. And I'm going to set under my eyes. So let us pray about this. This is just the Coty Airspun. And I know this is a cult classic too. I don't know how many times I have used this to set under my eyes. I typically use the Laura Mercier powder, or like the Sasha face while that sits. So to set my face, we're gonna try this powder for a change. This is the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Powder, and this is the color True Bronze. Okay, and another Real Techniques brush or Real Techniques tool. Anytime you use a powder under your eyes and it's looking a little ghostly, or if you use, you know, wherever your highlighted areas are, just use a powder, a true color powder, and set your face with a true color powder. So it can be toned down. See? There we go. I was a little nervous. But it worked. Damn. So, I always contour a little, and I always use this powder actually. So, to contour, I'm going in with the Black Radiance, just the press powder. Black Radiance press powder, Rich Mahogany is the color I use to contour. And I'm going to use, this is not a drugstore brush, but it is a inexpensive brush brand, and I love their brushes. I use a lot of them. Sedona Lace, and this is the FB05 brush, and I use this every day to contour. And this brush will give you whatever contour you're looking for. If you want to be completely snatched, it will do that for you. And notice I don't go, I still suck in my cheek a little because I'm fat, but I'm gonna work on that, y'all. I'm about to get back in the gym, get my life. But you don't take it all the way to the corners of your mouth because it'll make you look crazy. So just kind of mid-cheek. So today I'm using this Black Radiance powder, but you can also use a bronzer. Most of the time in the summer, I just do this with a bronzer. But most of the time I'm using like the Bobbi Brown bronzer. Sephora has a really good one too that I like to contour. So there we go. And I just like a kind of short-haired domed brush to contour because it really allows you to blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. So there we go with that. Next, ooh, y'all, I don't have a blush. But you know what? Pause for the cause. I'm going to get my blush. I'm trying to give y'all the experience. I had to get up and get my blush. And it's a good thing I stopped right there because my camera was like, oh no, you've been talking, bitch. Your card is done. Get another one. So we have changed the SD card and we are back. So back to the blush that I was talking about. It's my NYX ombre blush. And this is the color Mauve Me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love this blush. This is like my everyday, going to work, going out, wherever I'm going. This is my blush. So when you're putting your blush on, you just want to fan it back a little bit. You don't want it to stay on the apples of your cheeks, but you want it to be, you know, contour, you know, bronzer contour, blush. We're going to highlighter, my favorite. So this, you know what? We're going to pause for the cause and we're going to spritz. Turn my mirror over so I don't get it wet, so as to not be powdery. Whew. Have everything settle in. Okay, so we might use both of these. I'm gonna start with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Bar. And I really do like this highlighter. It was limited edition, but if you are entering my giveaway, check my Instagram for the giveaway post and do everything that it says on that post, because some of y'all say, you say you entered, but you're not doing everything. You need to leave a comment under that post. Then you need to come to the video and like the video and share the video. So I'm going to check and see how many shares this has and who shared it. So if it's not looking right, y'all, we gonna see, you know, and I'm gonna choose two winners. It is open internationally. I will send, you know, this stuff to wherever you are, because I just like buying stuff, and I've bought a lot of stuff. And I do not like these content creators that are not appreciative, because I watch a lot of YouTube too, okay? And I don't like content creators that you know, don't show their audience that they are appreciative. And not saying that you have to give away, you know, big items like 6 times a year. I'm not saying that. But I think it's important to show your audience that you appreciate them. And, you know, this channel, I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a beauty guru. I'm definitely not that. Or even a beauty YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber that enjoys beauty. So I'm a consumer. I buy a lot of beauty products. So, and I don't know why I buy multiples a lot of stuff, but I do. So I have, you know, these extra highlighters laying around, and I got so many of these gold bars that I'm, you know, giving 2 away. I'm giving 1 to each winner. I'm also giving brush set that I've, you know, and these are just brush sets I bought on AliExpress because I thought they were cute. And I don't necessarily know how good these brushes are, but they were cute. So I'm giving those away too. So pretty much this is the only brush that is not Drugstore. This is my A23 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this. This is my favorite highlighter brush so far. Nothing has, you know, taken the crown. So, okay, the highlight is that highlight though. But we're gonna try. We're gonna put this on top of it. We're just gonna put both of them on just because. And highlighters, you know, top of the cheekbones, and I go in a C, kind of above the brow. I see it in the camera from here. Y'all, I'm crazy. I love highlighters. I don't know why. But, oh, let me. Down the bridge of my nose. Yes. Cupid's bow. Yep, that's it. Yeah. We'll do it under the brow too. Just because. Bam, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Highlighter. Kill him. Shoot. And my brush is chipping away. But I love that brush, but I have to buy another one. Okay, so my face for the most part is done. We just have to do these eyes. So my eyes, pretty much, I will be using my NYX shadows. So I have a handful of NYX, just of their nude matte shadows. So let's see. I typically use this one in my crease. This is oldie but a goodie, and it's called Blame It on Midnight. And I think I first found this on Missy Lynn's channel years ago. So I'm gonna put that in my crease. And then this is Dance the Tides, another one that she always spoke about. Is it gonna focus? Dance the Tides. And no, then I need a lid shade. We're just gonna keep it simple today. So one of the lid, I guess the lid shade will be a color from this Avant Pop palette. And I'm going to use this right there, this shimmery shade right here. This palette was a really good palette. If you see these at Ulta, which is where I bought this one from, they're really good. The pigment on the shadows is amazing. I was shocked. And just gonna put this all through my crease. I'm not gonna prime. Oh, so pretty. You know when you don't wear eyeshadows often and then you pick them up, you're like, oh, why don't I wear this more often? Because I truly don't wear shadows, guys. I will do my face. I'll do my entire face. Highlight, blush, contour. That I will do. And then I'll get to the eyes and be like, no, I don't need that. You don't need them eyes. You already late. Go ahead and get out the door. You know, you gotta be at work at 8 a.m. It's difficult to motivate yourself to get up, you know, 30 minutes earlier to do a full face. But I can wake up 15 minutes earlier to at least put my brows on and put a base down, you know, something on my face. I will do that at a minimum on a good day. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more in this corner. Y'all, my ice maker is so loud. And I always have one eye that looks better than the other. So, I'm sorry. Okay. Bam. Done. I'm just going back with whatever's left on the brush to finish diffusing that crease. Okay. And that's it. Okay, y'all. Home stretch. We getting there. So now, let's do... Yeah, I typically don't do eyeliner because I can't do eyeliner. Just like I don't typically wear lashes because number one, I have lashes. And number two, I don't have the patience to put lashes on. The last time I wore lashes was at my wedding. So I typically don't. But, and my hand is not steady. So let's see if we can do it. We're going to try this LA Girl Fine Line liner. I don't think this is going to work too well. I'm definitely not going to do a wing. Oh no. I don't think so, guys. Might have to. Abort mission. No, no, no. Abort. No. Abort. Abort mission. Nope, not gonna do it. Before everything gets messed up, we're not gonna do it. And then I have to do my face over. We're not gonna do it. If I had a kohl liner, and I should have brought a kohl liner out here, I would have put a kohl liner on for you guys. So we're just gonna do mascara. And this is another cult classic. This is the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Let me see it. Carbon Black. Yeah. And I love this mascara. It's very dark. It separates well. Oh, it's not separating right now like I wanted to. There we go. Okay. Woo. Every time I get to my eyes, they want to water. My eyes want to water and ruin everything. And if you guys have noticed, I've never mentioned it in my videos, but a lot of times I do have jaundice. So jaundice is just a yellowing of the eyes. It can be of the skin sometimes as well. But I do have jaundice of the eyes, and that's just caused by my sickle cell. So I do have sickle cell disease. If you want to know more about that, there's a video on my channel. And we done. Okay. Let us get to these lips. Because I know my camera is mad at me. right now. Okay, so lips, I am going to use the NYX Long Pencil Lip. That should say long lip pencil, but whatever. And this is the color Prune. So and I typically don't wear a lot of cool colors because I consider this liner and this lip color I'm about to put on, this is one of the NYX lingerie colors. And I believe, what is this, French made? And it looks so pretty. They said it was a dupe for one of the Kylie Cosmetics colors. And I can't remember the name of the Kylie color, but go on our website and look. You'll see a color that is very similar. Respectful. All right. Woo! Got through it. Yes. So there we go. That was the, oh yeah, water in the eye. That was the drugstore tutorial that I've been promising you guys with a lot of first impressions. So let's see how everything held up. Like this foundation, as I'm looking at it, it looks pretty good. We'll have to see how it actually, you know, holds, which means I'll have to wear it a little more during the day. But ooh, those lingeries is matte now. It didn't dry down just that quick. So darn, let's do one last spray of my Evian. Ooh, oh no, no. Ooh, some of those droplets felt real big. Jesus, Lord. Okay, we okay. So I'm done, y'all. We made it. So I know this is like 30-40 minutes of film, and we're gonna condense this down to 10 to 12 minutes because I want you guys to actually watch it and, you know, tell me what you think. And that's it. Go to Instagram, go enter my Instagram giveaway. It ends on the 31st, next Friday. It is over next Friday. Go enter, go to that post with the pictures of the giveaway prizes. There will be 2 winners. It is open internationally. I'm going to send this stuff to wherever you are. So, you know, I'm not making any money off of YouTube now. You know, this is just something I'm doing, you know, because I enjoy it. And I enjoy the connection I'm making with you guys. So please go read the instructions and do as the instructions say. Comment on the picture, then watch the video about my AliExpress haul, and like and share. That's what I want you guys to do. And you will be entered, okay? Ends the 31st. You know, I'm AJ. Thanks for watching Life and Times with AJG. And I will see you in the next video very soon. Peace.